Hey guys, this is Ghost Gaming, and this is my take on the new Omni Prism and Riku. Now, I'm just here to talk about Riku. Um, I won't be talking about the other units, and I'll just tell you how good she is, because she's super good. Um, I'll tell you why you should take Riku now over getting the Omni Prism. This is more of a discussion. If you can only take one, uh, which will you choose? Should you go for the Omni Prism or should you go for Riku? Um, well, off the bat, I'll tell you something that you should know. On this news that came out, it shows here that the Omni Prism is going to be back. See, it's right here. So if you don't get the Omni Prism now, you'll get it down the road. I'm not sure if it's gonna be for the same price. If it's gonna be like 10,000 lapis still, but it's gonna be back. It says on the news it's gonna be back. In Japan, I think they got it for the third year anniversary. So I'm not sure when we're gonna have it back, but they said we're gonna have it back. So that's one reason why you can go for Riku, because Omni Prisms are gonna be back. So that's one. The second reason you should get Riku is because she's a banner unit. Something you should know: the chances of you getting a unit that you want, if it's not a banner unit, it's close to zero. There's so many units out there um, that's in the pool. Even if they refine the pool, there's still a lot of units. I wanted to get Sid for a long time. I don't even have one copy. I wanted to get um, Cecil. I want to get Cecil, but I still don't have him. Cecil is probably my deepest regret, my biggest regret, because I want him. I want him so bad. So that's reason number two. She's on banner. This is probably the highest chance that you're gonna get her, because pulling her off banner is don't count on it. Now, the other reason why you want to get Riku here is her banner is quite easy. It seems like you can get her for 25k and then you can just UOC the prism. Yeah, you can do that. But there's actually a way to get her to 7-star without using unit of prism, UOC, and not using 25k. So here's how you do it. First, what you do is you just test the water. You just test the waters in these first two steps. So if you get Riku on the first step, you can just do this step up summon, which is for 12k, and you get Riku 7-star for 17k. Now if you're not so lucky and you don't get Riku on the first step, you do 2 steps, that's 10k. If you get lucky, you get 1 Riku. You just do the second step, the second step up summon, and then you get her for 22k. Now, if you go to step 3, what happens is you'll end up spending 27k. Yeah, that's 27. But in the end, you'll get 2 random 5-star tickets. Although you don't get this 90% blue on step 4, but I don't know. The 10% is not really for me. I can't even remember the last time I got a rainbow out of the 10% ticket. So those are the reason why you should go for Riku now. There's no other time to go for her unless she goes back on another banner. I'm not caught up on Japan, the Japan version of the game, so I'm not sure if she's gonna be back. But Riku, she's top tier, top tier. I wanted to get Edgar, but I don't need him anymore. I don't need Edgar. Uh, just pull for Riku, pull for her, if you have the means to. So those are my reasons why you should get Riku. Now, if you go to Omni Prisms, what are the reasons why you should go for the Omni Prism now? Let's say you can't wait. I want to get the Omni Prism now. Um, First, it's cheaper. It's just 10k, and with the Omni Prism bundle, you still get two 10 plus 1 premium and 2 random 5 stars. There's a chance you get Riku here, but the chances are really, really small. So let's talk about the Omni Prism. Omni Prisms allow you to 7-star any unit you already have a copy of, provided that they have a 7-star. So the units that you can use them on, I'm gonna tell you my personal preference, because there's actually units in the game that breaks the game. They break the game, and I want to hear your thoughts after this. This is what the units. These are the units that I think you should use them on. That you use them on. First, it's Emperor Fu. Now, how far back was Emperor Fu? It wasn't that long ago. Emperor Fu is probably, I would say, the most broken unit in the game. And there's a few skills that he has. I'm not gonna like go a full rundown on what he does. I'm just gonna highlight what he does best, which no other unit does. So it's his evocation skills. Um, so it's not the attack skills. It's his defensive skills. Now, yeah, he can break, but that's not what really makes him broken. What makes him broken is this. I'll go right to the skill that I really want. Is this. For 10 Esper Orbs, you negate 3 physical attacks for your whole party. AoE. AoE Mirage. 3 stacks for 3 turns. Now that's nuts. There are a few units who does this. Mastermind Zon. His LB gives you 2 stacks, and the new unit Kimahari also gives you 2. But let's say you do 3, right? Let's say you do 3 every turn, and then the boss hits you 3 times AOE. You get to that's gonna miss, and then the 4th AOE attack. Let's say you have you resist death for 1%. So his 4th attack doesn't really matter because you resisted dying from that attack. But this skill is really missed. People missed out on this. Now there are 2 units on that banner, but I really wanted Emperor Fu because he's the only unit that can do this, and he can double cast this skill. This skill gives you 4 Esper Orbs, so you can use this skill. Summons Kill in Protection that uses up 10 Esper Orbs, And then the second skill, you just use this. You increase the Evo, uh, the Esper ore by 4. Now, there's actually a way to keep your Esper orbs at 10, close to 100% uptime. I'll discuss that on another video. So for now, that's it. This is pretty big. These two skills, although you need a setup for this, his cooldown. Uh, there's other skills that this 10 other units do this. 300 there's another unit that does this, but if you're not gonna cast this, there are other skills that you can cast. This is pretty huge. 222 MP restore, AOE, and plus this cure. Now he has a skill that prevents like all stats breaks. You combine it with this, it prevents um ailments. Well, not really prevents. It cures status ailments. So that's it for um Perfu. Now for the next unit, um, I might receive a lot of hate here, but AI Katie, and one reason why I want to get her is because of her STMR. That's not what I'm gonna. It's not really the reason why she's one of the units I chose. It's because of her skill that allows you to cover both. Not really both. Either cover physical AOE or magic AOE. And gives you 5,000 5,000 barrier like every single turn. So if you take, because of mitigation and breaks, if you take 5,000 damage, if you cast this next turn again, you get another 5,000. So every turn you get 5,000 plus if you heal or if you regen, that goes on top of this barrier. Well, it's not really a heal. It doesn't really add on your health, but it's there. And she can break. So for she can triple cast. So what you can do is you can chain, break, and then cover. So on the first cast, she can chain with anyone who has the same chaining frames. Um, Breaking and tanking are like really strong. If personally, breakers are the best units in the game, the most essential units in the game, and then tanks. Because it's hard to survive without units doing those two roles. Uh, Actually, I haven't seen anyone doing like new challenges without a breaker and without a tank. So that's unit number 2, AI Katie. The one unit that's close to her, well, not really one. There's two that I can think of. There's Bosch and there's Beryl, but they don't really do it as good as her. Plus 5,000 HP barrier. That's a lot. Every single turn. Yeah, every time you cast it. And LB is 250 buff. Well, it's nothing much. Um, Full stat buff for 250%. And the third unit uh, is Suwonbu and Qinglong. Now this one, what was this? No, that's not really something you're gonna want. Um, the skills that he has that you want to use, the one that it's unique. Well, it's not really unique to him because Gladio. Gladio is like a super tank. If you want to do a single target tank, his mitigation, his cover mitigation for single target goes up to 75. 75. For him, it goes up to 30, I think. Let me see, where's that? Black tortoise here. 30% cover mitigation. Um, but his spirit goes really, really high. Really, really high. Even higher than tanks. So the roles he can do is he can check, he can do damage really, really well, and he can break. And his breaks are, let me see here, breaks. I think he goes 65. 65. Come on, where are you? Oh no, 60. His breaks is 60. I think 65 was Emperor Fu. Let me see, Emperor Fu, 65. 65. Yeah, yeah, it's Emperor Fu. Now, yeah, it's 60, and it's a little bit on the low side. Um, but it's something you can do if you're running a tanky team. Um, I'll probably do uh, a review for him if the crowd uh, demands, if the crowd wants, if the listeners wants a review for him, but not on the damage, the like damage over time. It's more of his like unique skills, because if you use him like a Gladio, if you use him like a Gladio, if you have like two of him, then you can do that Gladio's stat. Uh, Especially you don't have to worry about physical physical damage. Uh, I'll do reviews leading up to that video, physical damage, because I'm gonna tell you right now, physical damage is something that you can like not think about, given the proper strat and the team composition. So, magic tank versus physical tank. Personally, go for magic tanks, and I'm gonna tell you why. Probably like in the next few videos. I won't make this too long, so that's it. Actually, it's quite long. It's already quite long. Um, so the question, um, do you do uh, omni prism or do you do riku? Do riku. Do riku. Unless you have one copies of this units, maybe you should do omni prism. But me, I'll tell you, do riku. You won't regret it. She's super, super good. Super, super good. Um, so that's it for me. Like and subscribe if you do like this video, please. And you know what? Let's chat. If you don't agree to all of this, let me know. Um, I'll take you on because I stand by these units. These units are great. It's gonna take you so far in the game you don't even know. Like and subscribe, guys. Peace.